I-team investigation reveals the Memphis City court clerk has not reimbursed drivers for traffic ticket overcharges from several years ago.
According to a city audit, those charges may total a whopping $480,000. Now, City Council member Wanda Halbert wants to know where the money is.
That's right. She tells local I-team's Maria Hollis she's having a tough time getting answers.
We initially got the same runaround as Councilor Wanda Halbert, and when we showed the city administrator these documents, they tried to prevent us from showing them to you. Well, tonight, you'll see them.
Where is the money? What have we done with it? Is it sitting somewhere, and what are your plans? How do we plan on giving it back?
City Councilor Wanda Halbert is asking about hundreds of thousands of dollars. She says City Court Clerk Thomas Long collected in increased traffic ticket judgments 4 years ago. According to city spokesperson Dewana Smith, the city attorney and judges advised Long almost 4 years ago to return the amounts he inappropriately overcharged ticket holders. A November 10 email from the city's legal division to Halbert says city auditors estimate drivers may have been overcharged as much as $480,000. But auditors said they could not be certain about that number.
The tracking of the money is not found in the audit.
Halbert continued to ask about the money. 2 days later, on November 12, city attorneys told her they were unable to ascertain from Long whether he refunded the overcharges.
Legal has said that we would have to ask the clerk where the funds are.
If the city just said, talk to the clerk of court about this back in 2012, when the problem was first surfaced, that would be one thing. But after 3 years of knowing about this problem, knowing that there are thousands of people who've been overcharged, knowing that reimbursements have been promised, but as of this summer, thanks to the audit, we know haven't been done yet, it would seem to me that the city might want to use its legal department to take more aggressive action.
Former Shelby County Commissioner Steve Mulroy says the mayor could ask the legal division to seek a court ruling that orders the clerk to reimburse the money. After repeated questions, Smith said the money is not missing, but she did not tell the I-team where it might be or how much it is. I spoke at length with City Court Clerk Thomas Long, who says there are legitimate reasons for the delay, including the development of a computer program that would pay reimbursements more swiftly. He says he plans to elaborate on those reasons in front of City Council next week. In front of the City Clerk's office, Maria Hallis for the local I-team.
Failure to reimburse ticket holders for as much as $400,000, according to city auditors.
And the local I-team exposed documents from city attorney saying Clerk Thomas Long would not respond to questions about overcharges he was advised to return almost 4 years ago.
Now, Long spoke with local I-team investigator Maria Hollis about what he plans to say to the city council at their next meeting.
It is absolutely concerning that the clerk would not pay this money back by law that he's required to do.
That's what Memphis Mayor-elect Jim Strickland had to say when we asked him about the hundreds of thousands of dollars city auditors estimate court clerk Thomas Long should have paid traffic ticket holders 4 years ago. A city spokesperson says Long inappropriately overcharged ticket holders and now owes them as much as $480,000. The city's law division says they could not ascertain how much, if at all, Long actually paid back.
We're dealing with taxpayers' money or fines in this case. You have to be transparent by law. Open up your books, be honest with your answers.
We asked Long about how much money he owed in a phone interview.
I'll tell you why I'm not talking to you, because I'm going to make a presentation.
A presentation to City Council on December 2nd, when Long says he will finally tell all.
After 1, 2, 3, 4 years, time has run out, and you need to really explain why it is.
Long did tell us paying reimbursements would have taken his understaffed office more than 5 years. So he says he worked with vendors to develop a computer program to distribute the overcharges swiftly. He promises all refunds will be made by the time he leaves office at the end of the year.
I told the auditors and everybody else that we would have it processed and completed prior to my departure, and we're going to do that.
Strickland says if refunds are not completed, he plans to work with the incoming clerk of court to make the payments. For the Local I Team, I'm Maria Hallis.
City Court Clerk Thomas Long took the hot seat in front of the City Council Executive Committee to explain why he collected hundreds of thousands of dollars in ticket overcharges and then held onto them for almost 4 years. Local I Team investigator Maria Hallis first exposed the city audit where concerns surfaced and later festered in emails from the city legal department. Maria is live in the studio tonight. And Maria, I understand that Long got emotional today when he spoke about why the money remains unpaid.
Katina, that's exactly right. He wept during his final remarks to the executive committee, and even later when we asked him questions, Long blamed judges and now the computer system for the 4-year delay. But at least one council member is calling for an ethics inquiry into Long's conduct.
Thank you, Memphis.
Through tears, City Court Clerk Thomas Long told the City Council Executive Committee and later the Local I Team that he collected roughly $600,000 more than he should have on nearly 27,000 tickets.
$587,412 plus an additional $11,106. So it's a total of roughly $598,000.
Long says he charged the improper amounts because a former councilman allegedly told Long he could.
June 30th, 2011.
The city found the charges improper, and Long blamed city municipal judges.
I used profanity and said they were a liar. I know better.
He also told City Council problems with the computer system led to the nearly 4-year delay.
We were stuck. We got a system that's inoperable, non-functional.
Long says he processed all of the refunds as of Monday, November 30th. City councilors at the meeting left with mixed reactions. Chairman Myron Lowry says he is satisfied.
Mistakes were made by the clerk's office. He blames it on the judges and the computer system. But he told us today those mistakes have been rectified and that all refunds have been paid.
But Councilwoman Wanda Halbert is calling for an ethics inquiry.
This conversation today opened up even more questions, and I believe there needs to be an ethics inquiry made.
Now, Long recommended that his position, court clerk, as well as the positions of municipal judges be changed from elected to appointed so there can be greater accountability. He leaves this office December 31st, and he continues to promise everyone will receive their refunds by then. For the Local I Team, I'm Maria Hallis.